Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with another competitive Pokemon Sun and Moon moveset video guide, how to use, whatever you want to call it. This time we're going to be talking about Minior. Now, if you actually missed any of my previous moveset videos, or maybe I did your favorite mon and you're looking for it, there's a playlist down below. You guys can go ahead and check that out. I'll be doing every single new Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, yes, your Arachnids, yes, your Silvalis, whatever you want to see, I'll be doing them, or I've already done them already. So I'm in the process of them. But this time we're going to be talking about Minior. It's a really cool Pokemon that has base 100 defense and special defense. The rest are all base 60. However, it has a really interesting ability called Shields Down that when this Pokemon is at 50%, it changes to its core form, which doubles its speed, making it base 120, and then swaps its defense and special attack with it swaps its defenses with its attack, so it gains base 100 attack and base 100 special attack when it's at 50%. So this Pokemon's actually pretty cool because, as I mentioned, when it's in Meteor form prior to the core form, it has better defenses, and that works really, really well with Shell Smash. Minior does have access to Shell Smash, and what Shell Smash does is it doubles your attack, special attack, and speed while dropping your defense and special defense by one stage. However, if you're running that with the White Herb after you go for Shell Smash, the defense drops aren't there anymore, and that pairs well with Acrobatics because Acrobatics becomes 110 base power if you don't have a held item. So obviously using the White Herb activates that. Stone Edge is your main form of Rock Stab, and an Earthquake allows you to hit Steel types. Now, this Pokemon works well because of its defenses, and what you can do is, let's say your opponent has out, let's say a weak Pokemon, for example. Maybe your opponent has out a Garchomp and it goes for Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw will do about 50% to you, and you can Shell Smash up. And after you Shell Smash, you will transform into your core form, which has again 120 base speed as well as 100 base attack. And then your Acrobatics is at +2, and you can go to work with Acrobatics. So this speed basically just maxes out Minior's speed at Adamant. This allows you to pretty much outspeed Pokemon like Aerodactyl, Ash Greninja after a Shell Smash prior to having your Shields Down. But when Shield Down activates, obviously you have more speed. So the idea of this is just to Shell Smash up on an opponent that will not KO you but do about 50% or more to you, but won't be able to KO you, and then go to town with Acrobatics, Stone Edge, or Earthquake, respectively. Now, there is an alternative set, which is a bit bulkier of a spread, but this allows you to outspeed pretty much Excadrill outside of Sand and every single Scarfer in the tier. So basically with this set, at +2, you outspeed Excadrill in Sand, Jolly Excadrill in Sand, while maxing out your attack and also giving you a bit of bulk before Shell Smashing up. Stone Edge, again, is your main form of Stab as well as Acrobatics, and Earthquake allows you to hit Steel types. The one Pokemon that can actually outspeed you would be like a Scarf Pheromosa. But besides that, that's about it. Anyway, like I said, the idea of this set is to take hits a little bit better than Minior. However, prior to prior to having your Shields Down, you are only at 366 speed, if I'm not mistaken. So with that at +2, you're still slower than Pokemon such as Greninja. So that's the only drawback to running a bulkier spread. It does allow you to take hits better and just give you the speed stat that you need when you transform into your core type. However, it's, again, you get rid of that speed, or you drop that speed prior to your Shields Down ability activating. Next up, I believe this is his best set, Shell Smash. It's the best set that you can get with this, that it actually has a chance of doing something in the game. I've used this a lot in Battle Spot as well as in the Battle Tree. So maybe if you're more of, not necessarily a casual player, but maybe playing on Smogon isn't your thing, Battle Tree, I've had a lot of success for Minior, and I've run a bulky Minior, and it's set up so much. Also, I want to let you know that when its shields are down, it cannot be status, so it won't be Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, or Toxic, so that's pretty cool. It can be Confuse Raid though, Leech Seeded, Swaggered, everything like that, but it cannot be Thunder Wave. I believe it can be Leech Seed. I just know it can't be statused. But the next set we have is the Suicide Lead Rocker, because this thing does have a cool moveset. This one, it does have cool moves in like U-turn, explosion. It does have utility and stealth rock. So it's basically a focus sash minion that is guaranteed to get up rocks unless it is taunted, because you will live any hit. So you get up your stealth rock, stone edge, explosion, and U-turn. U-turn lets you get a bit of momentum. The idea of this is you can leave it in versus a Pokemon, let's say like a fast Pokemon that can knock you out. Let's say a Latios, for example. So you stealth rock up on their Draco Meteor or Thunderbolt, they bring you down to your focus sash, your shields down activates. Now you have 372 speed, you outspeed Latios, and you can go right for explosion, and that blocks defog from your opponent's Pokemon. U-turn is also very nice on this mon, gains momentum. You can bring it in. Basically, if you're able to get rid of rocks as well on your opponent's side of the field, you just get a really strong, fast momentum. Like, it has 299 base attack, stab, stone edge, and U-turn. You don't have to explode until necessary. Explosion is really nice, though, because it blocks defog from Pokemon such as Latios, just to name a few. But it's guaranteed stealth rock unless you're taunted or your opponent has a magic bounce user like Mega Sableye. But it is guaranteed stealth rock, and it usually brings you down to your shields down. Whereas this set, you have to worry about shell smashing up in front of strong ice types, strong water types, strong electric types. But this set, you can get up rocks versus those guaranteed, and even transform into your core form. But like I said, the idea of this set is a Suicide Lead Rocker. Basically, kind of like Aerodactyl, gets up rocks, it dies. Though obviously Aerodactyl has access to taunt as well as higher base speed. But again, the idea of it is set up stealth rock on anything. Doesn't matter what your opponent leads off with. It's not going to beat you. Get a guaranteed core or shields down because of your focus sash. So if they bring you down under 50% or they would have killed you, you get the guaranteed shields down, become your core form, get 372 speed, and deal your opponent. I believe this is a second viable set, honestly. I think Shell Smash is definitely its best, and either running Adamant Max or just enough speed like this to outspeed Jolly Excadrill and Sand, and outspeed all Scarfers on top outside of like Pheromosa. Being Choice Scarf. That would be really interesting. So, Beast Boost Pheromosa, for example, if it gets the speed boost, it does outspeed this. But if you do run 372 at max, you do outspeed it at +2. So that's just something to note. But it does have a few other options. I think Choice Band is a decent option. I don't think it's as viable as even the Focus Sash Dying set or the Shell Smash set. But Choice Band can be ran because it does have a decent base 100 attack stat as well as the good speed. But that more so focuses on bringing this thing on Stealth Rock to weaken your HP. That way you get the cores to activate, so that way you get shields down, and then abusing your strong Stone Edge, your strong Earthquake. However, you don't get your flying stat because Acrobatics obviously has to only work with the or it only has the increased power if you don't have an item. So Choice Band is obviously like there, but it's not that good of a set. But you could run something like U-turn, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Explosion if you want to run that on a Choice Banded set. Another option is Power Gem, because Shell Smash does boost your special attack on top of your attack. So Power Gem at +2 can like 2 KO Skarmory with an accurate move, whereas Stone Edge can miss. Those Spadef Skarmory, you're going to have to run Naive and some special attack for that. The other options are also Hidden Power Ice. Hidden Power Ice allows you to deal with Landorus, Therian Form, which would otherwise take a +2 Stone Edge or a +2 Acrobatics and could knock you out with its own Stone Edge respectively. But HP Ice allows you to deal with that while also dealing with Pokemon like Garchomp, which can also take your Acrobatics if they're bulky, or even if they're not bulky, they can take it sometimes. And HP Ice allows you to deal with that. Rock Slide can be run over Stone Edge if you don't want to miss. When I've used the Battle Tree, I have used Rock Slide. Not only does it not miss as often as Stone Edge because it is 90% accurate, I mean, it still misses, but it does have the chance to flinch my opponent. And when you're faster than your opponent and you can't beat them without flinching them, I mean, as my VGC brothers have told me, Rock Slide is the way to go, man. Rock Slide is a great move. So I've used that in Battle Tree, on Battle Spot. I've also tested it on Showdown a bit. I like Stone Edge just for the raw power that it has, but if you have trouble with missing, Rock Slide is definitely a viable move on this thing. And then Hidden Power Fire is the next one that you can run on a Shell Smash set if you want, and that allows you to deal with Ferrothorn as well as dealing with Skarmory, even dealing with Scizor, though Scizor obviously has the Bullet Punch to take care of you. However, if you are shields down, Scizor does not knock you out with Bullet Punch. So let's say you Shell Smash and your shields down, they go out to Scizor, they BP you, or if you're in, Meteor form and they Bullet Punch you and your shields are not down yet and you're already shell smashed, you can go for the plus 2 HP fire, knock them out, and then proceed to have that speed boost at the end of the turn and whatnot. So I think these are most of its viable moves. I mean, it does have Dazzling Gleam, but it's not Stab. But, I mean, if you want that for dragons, generally Acrobatics and Stone Edge get the job done anyway. But Dazzling Gleam is an option. Outside of that, I wouldn't really use Psychic as sub, but I think just going all out attacks on the Shell Smash set is better. But sub does help you get down to your shields down form, to your core form. But outside of that, there's not really much else this Pokemon can run. But hope you guys all enjoyed, of course. Maybe learned something or two, I don't know. But feel free, of course, to subscribe. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links are down below in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll be doing the Minior Showcase at 4 p.m. Eastern today. So goodbye, friends.